Hi, today I will have I think, rather interesting things to show. And this will be in context of how we teach LLMs of today to reason about Whale reasoning engine. And the thing is that Whale, it's a very specific deterministic rules engine, and it has all sorts of ways to basically define the logic, snippets of code, and combine them all together. Until recently, the only way to teach, if you like, LLMs how we do things was to use either the fine-tuning, which is to change weights so that it kind of knows how we do the stuff, or to use the prompt engineering. We could not use RAGs because RAGs are something like, okay, here is the new information you need to reason. But for the reasoning itself was actually a pretty difficult thing to do. Now, with the LLM reasoning engines that are coming on the market, including Claude 3.7, something well is possible. You can actually shortcut the prompt engineering and fine-tuning and basically ask Claude to reason about your MCP endpoints, which are exposed to it. And in our case, what we've done was that we exposed a couple of these endpoints, and some of them are retrieving the templates. These are our rules. Some of them are updating or execute these, and so forth and so forth. So the next thing I will do is that I have created here a library of templates that will be used for analysis of a Claude, how we wire the logic. And that's very interesting. The first one is what we call a logic template, which explains how we do or ands or a multiple state conditioning of execution of the next steps. I have one that basically talks about for loop. So having the for loop as a means of describing the logic, it's very interesting things to have, especially for a graph problems. Then there is one about anomaly detection. That one is fetching the time series data, and it's running for the anomaly algorithm. And notice here, I'm actually showing here the complete rule, not just one snippets of code or one part. So for instance, if I say here I'm interested in UPS1 and outage voltage, I'm going to actually do the query of the database, run anomaly detection, and then figure out whether anomaly has happened or not. The next set of templates will be about to teach, if you like, Claude, how we do the stream processing, to process and do the threshold crossing, for instance, as soon as data arrives, and also then teach the LLM how we do the subflow. So if you describe one problem, then you can actually then use that one and basically model that as a logical composition of the subflows. Now that I have created these 5 templates, what I'm going to do now is that I'm going to ask Claude to reason about templates which I have created. And now, just please bear with me because this is going to be now something very interesting. So this is my MCP server, okay? And it's going to say, okay, now I have to analyze these 5, and it's going to start fetching this. Okay, so this is where we go. So now it's going to list all templates to validate that these 5 actually exist. Now that it has that, okay, now I'm going to fetch one at a time, and it starts reasoning. So let me just go through this. So it's fetching all of these. Okay. Okay. So here is the fun part. Now it's actually figuring out how we do the logic composition, which is demonstrated in the first one. From anomaly templates, it deducts how we do anomaly detection based on one algorithm which is in there. So we have now made him learn about one specific algorithm, but it's also figuring out that how we are actually doing the data fetching, and this is also very interesting, you know. Then on the stream template, it's learning how we do real-time streaming data and how we do the threshold processing. And finally, on subflow template, it's learning actually how we are encapsulating different things, and now has learned 6 different pattern techniques. Now, what we can do now, it's to actually create a new one. So what I'm doing here, I would like to create a new template, which is checking UPS2 asset for 2 metrics, and create alarm if anomaly is found. And polling it's every 30 minutes. And I would like to keep a set name as a variable so that I can use it for other things. And name it test v1. Okay. Now what it has to do is to say, okay, hold on a second. I know about anomaly detection, I know about subflows, but let's see what's going on here. Okay. Okay, so now it's creating the template. MCP for MCP server is responding. Let me check what's going on here. I'm gonna just do a refresh. Okay, test v1. There we go. Okay, so this is my anomaly check. Fine. Okay. Now, can you please test it? Okay, so we have a method for variable. Okay, asset is here. This is my setting. Default UPS2. Holy cow, it worked. So I can just do it here as well for UPS1. And there you go. There is no anomaly. Thank you very much. I hope you enjoyed that. So till the next time.